Hi Ian, Phil Beaver here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson today. So if we watch you load up here on the swing on the left here, we'll see as you go to turn, instead of turning you tend to just shift. So we can see here you shift to the right, hence your right hip now has gone outside that red line. And there's not really much rotation, it's more of, like I said, a shift and lift at that position there. Your spine angle unfortunately is at the wrong angle. If we put a different colour line on, you can see your spine is a bit more that direction, where it should be more this direction, so it should be loading up a little bit more. Your right hip's not turning behind you and your arms are getting, like I said, two in front. If we look at the swing here on the right, we'll see here that it's really just you're lifting them arms to the top, and this position here, that left arm's considerably too steep, that it's covering your neck. It should be on a flatter line, more like your shoulders that way. Now obviously if you're picking the club straight up, what's going to happen when you start down? It's going to come down too steep, and we can see that now it's cutting through your left forearm as opposed to it should be through this right forearm. With it cutting through the left, Ian, club's going to come outside the line with negative loft, and at this position now we're at, the club is looking at the floor from outside the line, so even if you strike it out the middle, which you was doing, the ball's not going to take off. It's got no true loft on it. So we had to quickly fix that, and what we did is I asked you to put your heels against the wall, okay, as like a wall behind you, and I want you to turn and try and get your hands into the wall. One, that got you a bit flatter going back. Two, it got a bit more depth. And three, these hips started to turn. And once you got the feeling of that, then I asked you to then start to make proper swings in that same position. No golf club, so still turn into the wall, but then turn through it to get this right foot up a little bit earlier. Then we started to see that the ball would take off. Last little bit of your jigsaw was all of this is caused by your alignment. Every time you aim to the right, you're going to come over the top of it with negative loft. So you must work on your alignment for me. And your club face is good. It's getting your body to feel like it's 30 yards left is the key. Next thing, just to tidy it up, we put a stick in the ground here, and we just try to feel that we start the ball miles to the right. And again, it gives you that feeling of having some elevation on the back of the club into the ball. So we've got do the wall drill for me where your heels are against the wall. We're going to turn into the wall, really flat hands, feel that depth, and then we're going to really swing out to the right, and we'll see some great results. If we watch this forward swing here, we can see you can't get through it, and look at the divot here. It's very much pushing the ball into the ground, and it only took off a few feet. And again, we saw that here, whereas you're coming down far too steep. So work on that for me, and you'll see some, like I said, great results.